glad you liked it. Now go out there and make it happen. If you ever need another high-energy speech or motivation boost, you know where to find me. Think about this for a second. Every single person on this planet gets the same 24 hours in a day. No matter where you're from, how much money you have, or what challenges you're facing, you wake up with the same amount of time as the most successful people in history. The only thing that separates you from them, how you use those hours. Now let's break this down. Time is the one thing you can't get back. You can lose money and make it back. You can fail and try again. But time, once it's gone forever. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Imagine looking at a clock where every tick is a moment of your life disappearing. Are you really okay with letting those moments slip by without using them to get closer to your dream? Most people waste their 24 hours. Don't be like most people, let's be real. Most people spend their days scrolling on their phones, binge watching shows, making excuses, and telling themselves they'll start tomorrow. But guess what? Tomorrow never comes for people who keep making excuses. You say you want success, but are your actions backing that up? Look at your day right now. How much time are you actually spending on things that will make your life better? Are you working on your goals, improving your skills, learning something new? Or are you wasting precious hours on things that don't matter? Every hour is a choice. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be isn't luck, it's choices. You either spend an hour leveling up, getting better, making progress, or you spend it doing nothing, staying exactly where you are. Let's say you have a dream to start a business, get fit, learn a new skill, whatever it is. If you just spent 1 hour a day working on it, that's 365 hours a year. That's the difference between a dreamer and a doer. Think about the people you admire, the ones who have what you want. They weren't born special. They weren't handed success. They made the choice to use their 24 hours wisely. And you can do the same. What are you doing right now? Seriously, what are you doing at this exact moment? Are you watching this because you want motivation, or are you ready to take action? Because motivation means nothing if you don't use it. Every day you wake up with a full 24 hours. That's 1,440 minutes. That's 86400 seconds. What are you going to do with them? Think about this. Every successful person you admire, every billionaire, every game changer, every industry leader, they all started with one thing, an idea. Not money, not connections, not even experience. Just a single thought that they believed in enough to chase down. Now here's the wild part. You have ideas too. You've had moments where you thought, hey, what if I tried this? What if I started that? What if I changed this? But then what happens? Doubt creeps in. You start thinking, nah, that's too crazy. That won't work. People will think I'm dumb. And you let that idea die before it even has a chance to become something great. But here's what you need to understand. The world is built by people who took their crazy ideas and ran with them. Every big success sounded crazy at first. Let's be honest, if someone told you 20 years ago that people would be making millions of dollars posting videos on the internet, you'd think they were out of their mind. If someone told you a few decades ago that people would be sleeping in strangers' homes through an app, Airbnb, or getting into random people's cars for a ride, Uber, you'd think they were insane. But guess what? Those ideas weren't stupid. They were just ahead of their time. And the people behind them, they weren't smarter than you. They just believed in their ideas enough to take action. You don't need a perfect idea. You just need to start. Most people think they need to come up with the best idea before they can start. That's a lie. The truth is, success isn't about having a perfect idea from the beginning. It's about starting with an idea and making it better over time. The first iPhone, it wasn't perfect. The first airplane, it barely flew. The first electric car, it had all kinds of problems. But the people behind these ideas didn't wait for perfection. They started, learned, adapted, and improved. You could be sitting on $1 million idea right now and not even know it because you're waiting for it to be perfect. But perfection is the enemy of progress. If you wait too long, someone else will take that idea and run with it. The difference between dreamers and doers, everybody has ideas. You've probably had 100 different thoughts about things you could create, problems you could solve, or businesses you could start. But here's the hard truth. Dreamers think about their ideas. Doers take action. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, luck, or talent. It's who takes action. Most people let their ideas die in their heads. They talk themselves out of it before they even try. They say things like, I don't know where to start. I don't have the money. I don't have the skills. But here's what you need to realize. Every single successful person started from zero. They had no experience. They had no roadmap. They just figured it out along the way. You already have everything you need to start right now in this very moment. You have everything you need to take action on your idea. You have the internet, you have knowledge at your fingertips, and most importantly, you have time. The only thing standing between you and success isn't money, intelligence, or luck. It's your willingness to start. So let me ask you this. What's your crazy idea, and what's stopping you from chasing it? Let's be real for a second. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm not ready yet? How many times have you come up with a reason why you can't do something instead of figuring out how you can? It's time to face the truth. Excuses are the easiest way to stay exactly where you are. Every time you make an excuse, you're putting yourself on pause while someone else is hitting play. You're watching others achieve their goals, get in shape, start businesses, make money, and live the life they want while you're still waiting for the right time. Guess what? The right time doesn't exist. Excuses are dream killers. Think about the last time you wanted to do something big. Maybe start a business, get fit, learn a skill, or chase a passion. What stopped you? I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't know where to start. I'm not talented enough. I'll start when things are easier. Sound familiar? These aren't just words. These are the chains holding you back. The crazy thing? The most successful people in the world had the same problems. They didn't have time, money, or knowledge either, but they started anyway. Excuses feel good in the moment because they let you off the hook. They give you a reason to stay comfortable. But here's the problem. Comfort doesn't lead to growth. Staying in your comfort zone means staying exactly where you are, watching other people live the life you wish you had. You don't need the perfect plan, you just need to start. Most people think they need to have everything figured out before they start. That's a lie. The truth? Action leads to progress. Progress leads to results. And results build confidence. You don't need to be great to start, but you do need to start to be great. If you want to get in shape, don't wait for the perfect workout plan. Just start moving. If you want to start a business, don't wait until you have all the answers. Start researching, start learning, start testing. If you want to master a skill, don't wait until you feel ready. Just start practicing. The people who succeed are the ones who figure things out along the way. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect moment. They create it by taking action. You're either making moves or making excuses. Here's a fact. Every single day, you're either getting closer to your goals or further away from them. There is no standing still. Think about it like this. Every time you say, I'll do it later, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. Every time you say, I don't have time, you're deciding that other things like watching TV, scrolling social media, or procrastinating are more important than your goals. But here's the thing. You do have time. You just have to take control of it. If you really want something, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. No one's coming to save you. It's on you. A lot of people sit around waiting for someone to come and push them. They think they need motivation, a mentor, or some kind of magic sign from the universe. But let me tell you something. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to build your dream for you. No one is going to do the work for you. It's 100% on you. That might sound harsh, but it's also empowering. Because if it's up to you, that means you have the power to change your life anytime you decide to stop making excuses and start making moves. So what's it going to be? Keep waiting, keep wishing, keep making excuses, or get up, take action, and start making things happen? Because the choice is yours, and it always has been. Will the future you be proud of what you're doing today? It takes action. You are going to take action. You are going to take action. You are going to take proper action. You are becoming the person you're becoming. Now ask yourself, will the future you be proud of what you're doing today? Or will they look back with regret, wishing you had started sooner, worked harder, and stopped making excuses? The future isn't some distant thing. It's being built right now. Most people think of the future like it's some far-off place they'll reach someday. They say things like, I'll start working on my goals later. I'll take my health seriously next year. I'll chase my dreams when I have more time. But here's the truth. Your future isn't waiting for you. It's being created by the choices you make today. Every small decision you make, every action you take, every hour you either use wisely or waste, it all adds up. Picture yourself 5 years from now. Imagine waking up in the future and looking back at today. What do you see? Do you see someone who took action, pushed through struggles, and created a life they're proud of? Or do you see someone who kept making excuses, wasted time, and stayed stuck in the same place? Your future self is watching the choices you make right now, and one day, you'll have to live with the results. Every small action matters most. People think success happens overnight. They think people just wake up one day and suddenly have the perfect life, the perfect career, the perfect mindset. But that's not how it works. Success isn't about making one big move. It's about making small moves every single day. That one workout, it adds up. That 1 hour of learning, it adds up. That one decision to wake up early instead of sleeping in, it adds up. The choices you make today, no matter how small, are shaping your future self. So ask yourself, are your daily habits leading you toward the life you want? Or are they keeping you stuck in the life you're trying to escape? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? You choose. Here's something you need to understand. No matter what, you're going to feel pain. If you work hard, you feel the pain of discipline, the soreness, the frustration, the late nights, the sacrifices. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll feel the pain of regret, wishing you had started sooner, wondering what could have been, knowing you wasted time. The difference? Discipline is temporary, regret lasts forever. One day you'll wake up and realize you either built the life you wanted or wasted your potential. And that day is coming sooner than you think. The hardest part is starting, but you can't afford to wait. Let's be real. The hardest part of anything is just getting started. Your brain will come up with a million excuses to stop you. I don't feel motivated today. I'll start when I have more time. But let me tell you something. The people who succeed aren't the ones who feel motivated all the time. They're the ones who take action even when they don't feel like it. Because once you start, momentum takes over. Action creates more action. Progress builds confidence. And before you know it, you're no longer just wishing for a better future. You're actually building it. Your future self deserves the best version of you. Imagine meeting the best possible version of yourself, the version of you that gave it everything. They worked hard, they stayed disciplined, they didn't let fear, doubt, or laziness win. Now imagine meeting the version of yourself that kept making excuses. They wasted time, they never took risks. They settled for good enough instead of striving for greatness. Which version of yourself do you want to become? Because one day you will meet them, and you'll either shake their hand with pride or look at them with regret. Your future self is counting on you. What are you going to do about it?